Hey, welcome to the Sunday preview for this Feast of the Epiphany. And we have a reading from St. Matthew's Gospel. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of King Herod, behold, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star at its rising, and have come to do him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was greatly troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Assembling the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They said to him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it has been written through the prophet, and you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are by no means the least among the rulers of Judah, since from you shall come a ruler who is to shepherd my people Israel." And Herod called the Magi secretly and ascertained from them the time of the star's appearance. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search diligently for this child. When you have found him, bring me word that I too may go and do him homage." After their audience with the king, they set out. And behold, the star they had seen at its rising preceded them, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed at seeing the star, and on entering the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. And then they opened their treasures and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed for their country by another way. Well, this is one of the most popular feasts the church has, the Feast of the Epiphany, or we may say the Three Kings or the Magi. It's not clear that they were really kings, but they were Magi or astronomers. And back in the day, there wasn't much difference between astronomy and astrology, so it was kind of a mix of ancient customs and reading the stars. And these men were wise men who were probably on the cutting edge of the science of their times. And they believed that this star was leading them, and they could read the stars, and it was leading them to the place where a new line of royalty was being born. And that was what was behind their quest to come and find this newborn King of the Jews. And the importance of these three, and this is why we call it the Epiphany. The Epiphany is a manifestation of God. That God is now manifest to the entire world, not just to the Jews. That these people come from faraway countries, and they come to do homage. And it's one of the first hints in the gospel that this new faith that Jesus brings to the world is intended for everyone, absolutely everyone. If you think about it, we often lament that more people aren't Christians and that more people aren't even living as Christians, of those who are. But when you think about it, about 2.5 billion people in the world are Christian out of just 8 billion. And when you think about it, at the time Jesus was born, the only ones who you might say were believers in Jesus were Mary and Joseph, and maybe Elizabeth and Zechariah. And now it's grown to nearly a third of the planet and believes in Jesus Christ as the Son of God. And that's only in 2,000 years. In another 2,000 years, what will it be? In 2/3, maybe another 10,000 years from now, belief in Jesus might be universal. So it's made great progress, but it was a hard message for the Jews to get into their heads that this faith was meant for everyone to be saved, that Jesus came to die for everybody. And the other thing that's really important about the three wise men who come is that they bow down before this king. And we live in a world today where we're kind of a rationalistic world. We only believe in science. Nothing else really convinces us. Faith is seen as kind of a secondhand knowledge, more superstition than anything else. And yet these leading intellectuals of the day come and pay homage to the Christ child. For all their understanding, for all their wisdom, for all their learning, what's most important is faith and to embrace the Son of God. And that's a good reminder for us all today. For as smart as we are, for as intelligent as we are, for as technologically driven and accomplished as we may be in the modern world, the real knowledge is the knowledge that we can have of God through faith. And whatever we can do to build up our faith and be humble before the Christ child is going to do us well.